And obviously lost to Coventry last week. How was the game? I mean, it looked certainly as if you held them, certainly the first half going into the break, 15-14 down, and it was just like, it seems like there was just a small period after half time where you conceded those tries, but was that a fair assessment? Did you hold them most of the game?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think we probably started a little bit slowly, gave them a bit of a lead. But fought really well to get back into it, kept hold of the ball, put them under some pressure going into half time and got a couple of tries out of it. Unfortunately, second half we didn't really sustain pressure on them, and so that meant the pressure kept coming back onto us, and we cracked a few times and let them get a few tries in, and then it was a big hill to climb after that. So I think we've gone away, we've looked at the game again, we've looked at where we could have improved, and hopefully we'll see a real backlash this weekend.
And how's the mood in the camp? Because obviously there must be some disappointment at the loss and what that means for the rest of the season. Or are things more upbeat in the squad now? Losing the game is never nice, but Coventry are top of the league. They're a very good side, and as I say, we did put them under pressure and cause them problems for large parts of the game. So we can take positives from that. We don't want to look too far ahead. Whether that means that Coventry obviously currently unbeaten, but there's plenty of games left in the season. So we'll wait and see what happens. We'll just take it a week at a time and just try and get out on Saturday and get a result really. And how do you as a team, as a squad, move forward from that disappointment onto the next game?
I think it's just about parking the disappointment, parking that game, picking up the lessons from it, and moving forward with real hunger and ambition then this weekend to go out and get the result, especially at home again. Unbeaten here for quite some time now, I believe, so there's a real hunger to go out there and make sure that continues.
So you've got Hull Ionians visiting on Saturday, currently 11th in the table, but they've had quite a good run. They beat Old Altanians really convincingly last weekend. What are you expecting from Hull?
Yeah, well, I think I don't really know because I haven't bothered to watch anything.
I'll say I know. If I say what are you expecting from Hull? You could say they're mid-table. They've had a good run and all that, and they had a good win last week. You can say that. I'll give you that. I never feature in this anyway. They cut me out. I'm out.
You're
I don't exist. Right, so obviously you've got Hull Ionians visiting this weekend, so what do you expect from Hull?
I know they've been on a good run of games recently, so they've picked up some really good results, and I think they'll come here, especially after our loss to Coventry, trying to get a scalp, and I think they're a team probably on the up a little bit, on the upward curve, and they probably come here trying to smell blood. So we know we've got to be up for it, a good physical encounter again, and we've got to be right on our mettle to make sure that we come out with the win.
They're benefiting at the moment from Matt Clark on loan from Doncaster, who obviously championship standard player, recovering from injury, scored 3 tries from last weekend. Is that someone that you'll be looking out for on Saturday?
Obviously Matt's a very good player. I've played against him a few times, and he'll bring a lot to their side, but I don't think particularly looking at an individual necessarily is what's needed. I think if we deal with them as a team and their team threats, and we look after ourselves and worry about what we can bring to the game, we've got plenty of threats across the board as well, so hopefully we end up coming out on top.
And moving into December, obviously Albion unbeaten since last December. How important is it for you as a team to preserve that home record?
Yeah, it's huge. We really want the support to keep growing in the city, and to be able to continue that at home is massive for us. So we really want this place to be a fortress, somewhere that people will come and enjoy watching us play and be part of that kind of success of winning. It's absolutely huge for us. It's no different to an away game. Obviously we want to win all of those as well, but being able to have the home support here, it is massive for us and gives us that kind of extra man, and hopefully that will show again this weekend.
There are quite a few changes, as you perhaps expect, to the team this week. Front row completely changing, but in the backs things changing again, with Matt Shepherd coming back in at full back, Jack back on the wing. How do you see that affecting the game, kind of the new back formation?
I think it's just another little change up. I think Matt Crosscomb's played a lot of rugby, and he's probably been switched out for Jack to go back to the wing, and Sheppy to come back in at full back. So Sheppy won't have a problem slotting straight into that starting team, and Jack on the wing will obviously offer us a big threat
out wide as well. So hopefully, you know, there'll be a seamless kind of change, and we can still continue to play the kind of rugby that we want to play.
And we're celebrating Owen Grace's 50 games for the club this Saturday. Have you got any message for your friend Owen?
He's only played 50 and he's that old.
He's played more than... yeah, that's true actually.
He's getting old. I don't know if he's got many left in him, to be honest.
Say that again about he's only played 50. So go on. Say...
Why?
Go on, because it'll be funny.
He's only played 50. Well, he's getting on a bit, so I thought he'd probably have played more than that. But no, you know, Gracie's a massive player for us. He led from the front last week. He was absolutely outstanding up at Coventry. You know, he's been captain in the side for the last few weeks, and you know, I know he holds the club very, very close to his heart. So you know, absolutely brilliant that he's knocked up the 50 games, and hopefully he'll get a few more as well.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Thank you. That's